Hi, on this week's Tidbits, I wanted to talk about some things you can do that are going to impact buyers. So if you're selling your house, what are the 5 things that buyers really notice right off the bat about your property? I'm going to talk about those 5 things, but also, if you're looking for spring cleaning items or things to do to your house and you're thinking about selling, these are some things you'd want to touch on first to get your house ready. So the first thing that I would do is to come into your driveway or into your home like everybody else will. And what do you notice? And just stop and look. Do you have peeling paint on the front of your house? Do you have maybe some rotting wood somewhere? Are your shutters hanging off? Are your window boxes full of beautiful flowers? These are the things that people notice right off the bat. So if you have any chipping paint or rotting wood, address that immediately and get that taken care of and repainted so nobody notices it. It's not that it's terrible. It's just that that's the first thing people see when they walk in, and it makes people think, well, what else are they not taking care of if they can't paint a little bit of trim or they didn't replace that one little piece of rotting wood. So it just gives people a little bit of thought when looking at a property. The next thing would be cleanliness. Everybody has to live in their house while they're selling it, or a lot of people do. And I completely understand that it's not something that is easy to keep clean all the time. But if you're showing your property, you definitely want to keep it clean. And that means everything off your kitchen counters except for a toaster or a potted plant. Everything put away off the top of your bureau, all the clothes hung up, your closet doors are all shut, and your clothes are hung neatly in your closet, not just thrown into a pile trying to hide them. What else can we talk about cleanliness? That includes removing all family photos. This is a big one because a lot of people have family photos all over the house. And while it's lovely while you're living there, you have to think, I want to sell my house. No, I'm not going to be living here anymore. What is somebody else going to want to see here when they come in? And it's not going to be your family photos, I promise you. And what it does is it gives people, and I've seen it happen with a lot of buyers, they kind of sit back and they kind of go, you know what? This is their home. I don't know if it could be my home. So remove the family photos. Just put them in a drawer. You're going to be packing them up to take them anyway. Do it now rather than later. And declutter. That's the big thing. Everything off the top of the kitchen sink, everything off the top of the bathroom vanities. No one wants to see your toothbrush. No one wants to see your makeup, your hairbrush. Like all of that stuff gets put away into a drawer underneath somewhere, just hidden from sight. Smells. That's a big one. I'm very sensitive to smells, so this is a big one for me. I don't want to walk into somebody's house and smell food, smell animals, smell must. So always keep your dehumidifier running in the basement on the Cape. That's a big thing. It's not a Cape house. I always say this to people. It's not a Cape house with an outdoor shower or without a running dehumidifier in the basement. The dehumidifier keeps that musty, moldy smell away. And so that's really key. When somebody goes downstairs in your property and they smell must, it means, oh, there's water in here. That means it's growing mold, and that could be detrimental to my family. So just keep the dehumidifier running. That's really important. And the smells. So one way to alleviate that would be to keep the pets in one area, whether it be a room, a garage, and then heavily deodorize it or leave one of those smelling things plugged in to keep it deodorized for showings. Colors. So as much as people love vibrant colors, it's not really a great idea when you're trying to sell your house. They're looking for neutral. What can I move my purple couch into? Where can I put my flowered bedspread and have it blend in and not have to come in and paint before I move in? So those are things that are really important to people, and they prefer neutral tones. I know gray is out, but beige is coming back in, and off-white and whites are in. So whatever color you choose, just keep it very plain and neutral and not creamy, yellowy white. That's out. Wallpaper, it's out, but it is working its way back, and it's kind of a dangerous step. A lot of people still hate wallpaper. Some people love wallpaper. I wouldn't add it as a focal wall if you know you're going to sell your house. Just kind of leave it as is. People can work around that. And finally, anything that's really highly dated. So if you have really old light fixtures, wallpaper, bedspreads from your grandmother, old flower couches that you had in your basement, shag carpeting in the bathroom, things like that, it dates your house, get rid of it. You're going to sell it, you're going to get rid of it eventually. Do it now while you're listing your house rather than waiting. So those are the big 5. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great week, everybody.